Broke perfume shop owner secretly bought a bottle of the best-selling perfume on the market because he wanted to crack the formula and save his struggling shop. He pulled out a handkerchief, pinched his nose and carefully dropped 2 drops onto the fabric, then gently waved it in the air. The scent instantly spread through the room. He sniffed it over and over, trying to figure out the ingredients, but the perfume was just too unique. He couldn't identify a single element, just as he was getting frustrated. A leather factory worker named Jason knocked on the door. As soon as he stepped in, he caught a whiff of the scent and immediately called out the brand and model. The owner felt a little embarrassed being exposed like that. He lied and said he never uses perfumes from other brands, but Jason insisted he was right. He even boldly claimed the formula wasn't perfect and said he could make a better one himself. The angry owner thought Jason was full of it, but he was more than happy to watch him make a fool of himself. Jason grabbed a large bottle and poured it in without measuring, then even mixed 2 ingredients that weren't supposed to go together. Now the owner was sure Jason was just bluffing. He angrily scolded him for wasting supplies, but Jason calmly said the perfume was ready. Skeptical, the owner tried a drop, then waved the handkerchief in front of his nose. To his shock, the scent was exactly the same as the original. He immediately realized the value of this kid from the slums. The next morning, he paid the supplier 10 times the usual price to buy Jason for himself. Jason smiled because step 1 of his plan was now complete. From a young age, Jason had been obsessed with smells. Good ones, bad ones didn't matter. He even sniffed dead rats just to satisfy his curiosity. But that wasn't enough. When he got a bit older, the supplier let him tag along to the city for delivery. The moment he entered the city, Jason was overwhelmed by all the new smells. He breathed them in greedily. Then while the supplier was haggling with the buyer, Jason caught a new scent. It was fresh and light like nothing he'd ever smelled before. It came from a young girl selling fruit. Jason lost her in the busy streets, but his sharp nose kicked in. He followed the scent and tracked her down. He trailed behind her, breathing in the smell. But when she stopped suddenly, she was startled by him, thinking he was just some homeless guy. She handed him 2 fruits out of pity, but Jason grabbed her hand and smelled it directly. His creepy behavior made the girl run off in fear, and Jason finally looked satisfied. Eventually, he was bought by the perfume shop owner, and Jason created a bunch of new scents for the quiet little store. Business boomed, and even nobles lined up to get a bottle. But Jason still thought about that fruit-selling girl. One night after work, he approached a prostitute. Once she lay down, he pulled out a jar of lard. The woman thought he was into some weird kink, until Jason took out a small knife from his bag. She knew something was wrong, so Jason had to let her go early. Then he wrapped her body tightly in cloth, and waited 2 hours before scraping off the oils from her skin. After extraction and purification, he created a one-of-a-kind perfume. With just 1 drop, even the prostitute's dog ran to him from 100 meters away. That moment convinced him he needed to find the 12 most beautiful women in the country, extract each of their unique scents the same way, then blend them all together to create the most exquisite perfume in the world.